tell us what you think.
I'm sure after watching that video, you have something to participate. You have your reaction. Some people are already bubbling right now. You know, women will be like, what? And
yeah, we need to bring in Fida into this.
Seriously,
we need to bring in Fida in such a situation.
Yeah, this is child abuse. Child abuse and the violence against the girl and women. So it's something that
look at the bad,
just look at the man,
old ragged man standing in front and he's like, what can I do?
And we equally urge organizations, because I'm sure some are watching the program right now.
Yes.
What are you going to do in a situation like this? How will you solve this aspect? Because how is a crime against a girl child, a teen for that matter? So what role should that organization, like we have FIDA, we have so many of them, what role can they really play in such a situation, and how are they going to curb the situation and make sure that it doesn't repeat itself again? So the contact is on the screen, 677-62-7386, 677-62-7386. We take on this breeder, and thereafter we're going to have efforts. back, be it viewers of Cam1 Television. If you're just making way into your home right now, please just turn on to Cam1 Television, the People's TV. We are live right now in the program Cam1 Sensation, and we equally have a Facebook page, Cam1 TV, in there for those who are always connected, because you know we are in the Android generation right now, and the internet has got a lot of role to play in our lives, be it when it comes to business, education, and others. So you can equally just go to our Facebook page, Cam1 TV, and watch us live, the program Cam1 Sensation. And you can equally pass us as a guest. You know, just contact us to the number on screen if you want to be a guest. If you have something that is really like kind of sensitizing to you, in which you think that you want to pass it across the population out there, you want to create an initiative and awareness to the population and solve a situation and solve a problem, please, the contact is on screen. You can just contact us, and we're going to have a year live on our show. I'm sure the viewers will be so happy to be informed and educated on a particular aspect which is related to life stories, life-changing stories, and other interesting aspects when it comes to life and business, when it comes to life, business, anything, as well as the religious aspect of it. Our doors are open 24/7. You can come and partner with us, advertise with us, call us for coverages. We are there for you, and I bet you won't be disappointed, because our services are just the best. Okay, viewers of Cam1 Television, Gina has something to say about the talking point, because it's something that is really choking her up. She's an activist, and she's there to advocate and fight the aspect of violence against women and girls in the society. And she really has something to say. Gina, over to you.
Miss P, I don't want to laugh, but sincerely, I feel so bad concerning this issue. I'm in the woman's shoe. I cannot be sitting at home and my daughter is my co-wife. It's impossible. Sometimes as a woman, there's a hatred for another woman. It's not as if you intentionally turn to hate someone, but I believe this lady, if she continues staying at home with her daughter, knowing that her daughter is pregnant for her father, that is in fact the husband, she will have that tendency of hatred. She's going to hate that child. I will not lie, she is going to hate that child. We've seen this in so many aspects, but let's not forget, this does not happen in Cameroon. Please, it's not our nation. This happened in Nigeria.
Niger people now.
Yes.
They want to cook and then taste the food at the same time.
That's it. Let's not forget, this did not happen in Cameroon. It happened in Nigeria. So we are just we are actually in an African concept. We see things like this, so we just want other countries to be aware. And Cameroon in particular should not make such an act. Please be very careful. Our fathers here, we will burn you to death. You know us, we don't joke. You go to Kumbaduala, we will burn you and you will die. We don't pity you. Such an act, we kill you to plus. You understand? Yes. So such a lady, I believe she will feel so bad. But my question now is, how long was that pregnancy before that pregnancy got to that stage? She has a mother at home. The lady has that girl as a child. I believe she knows the signs and symptoms of pregnancy. Why did she not see them at an early stage before now? It means she does not have time for her daughter in the house. She does not also have, let's forget about the father and let's concentrate on the woman. From all indication, it shows that the lady has never had time for her daughter. If the pregnancy could get to that stage, I believe that pregnancy is about a 4 months or a 3 months old pregnancy. What was she doing that she did not have time to check the signs and symptoms of pregnancy on her child? Because our parents of today, when they want to know that a child is pregnant, first of all, they will look at you physically. There are some things they see: swollen legs, swollen breasts, and maybe your eyes. I don't know what they used to check in our eyes. They go and see maybe shortages or a shortage of blood, some kind of things. Your body transforms. You become your body is clean. For some ladies, they'll say maybe it's a boy child that is making you to look brighter. Maybe it's a girl child that is making you to look brighter. So I don't understand, why did the mother not notice those signs and symptoms at that early stage of pregnancy on her daughter?
Gina, this equally goes to women out there. as a mother and you have a girl child, you ought to be observant.
Sure.
You should know your girl child. If there's any kind of changes or development in her, because
You're
once
the
a child,
first to know.
yeah, once a child reaches that age of 12, 13, 14, there's a lot of changes. Teenagers, maybe they become so hot in a way that a lot of things change in them. They become so excited about things. They
want to
like,
explore.
They want to explore and the like. So at that particular time, that girl is just 12 years old, and maybe when she even got pregnant, she never even knew.
How would she know?
She would never even know, and maybe it was when maybe the pregnancy got to about 3 months, 2 months, that the mother like had to like maybe discover, or persons outside had to discover, and they begin to wonder. And some mothers, maybe she could not even have imagined that the father would like wouldn't do something. That child is still young, she's just 12 years old. And she was not even anything about pregnancy, the signs and the symptoms of pregnancy. Even if the mother would have just said, she would have just complained, okay, mommy, I have headache, or I just feel dizzy and the like. Maybe she might think, okay, malaria. You know, some people just go and get her some drugs, and maybe even taking her to the hospital to find out, carry out some tests on her, and discover that maybe she was even like pregnant. And you have to be observant. You need to know your girl child. Know your girl child. If there's any change, you should know at any point, because as the year goes by, there are a lot of things that develop in the child, especially the girl child. So it goes to mothers too. You should really
let's also talk about this girl. You know, at the age of 12, while we are in school, we are being taught on sex education, and I believe this child maybe being raped by her father. I guess there are some things she must have done. Maybe it's population to come out. Maybe after the incident, she must have reported to her mother. If she was not being threatened by the father, she must have reported to her mother. And maybe there are some things she has a knowledge of reasoning. She must be a Form 2, Form 3-year-old girl. So I don't think she will just keep calm and she will just be like, what did daddy do to me? I don't understand. I believe she must have been taught sex education in school. If you look at her closely, you will see some features on her body. She has breast, butt, and all the likes. I believe she knows something concerning sex. You will not tell me she does not know anything. While her father was touching her, maybe her father has been trying this for some time now, and he has been attempting, and he has not been succeeding, maybe 1 or 2 times or 3 times, and from the onset she would have taken the case to her mom, or maybe someone around the neighborhood complained to a lady around the neighborhood, say, my father is doing this to me, my father is touching me like this, here and here, and this is what is happening in our house. She will not just keep it to herself unless the man has been threatening her, maybe with a knife or a cutlass, threatening her to take her life. That will make her aspect that will make her maybe feel timid and shy or afraid not to tell her mother. But nonetheless, I still blame her mom for this. Sincerely, yes, her father has done a very bad thing. He has done the worst thing this is incense. He has done the worst thing any human being can ever think of doing. So he has done that, but the mom is still at fault. Sincerely, she is still at fault. She does not have time for her daughter. That is the issue on ground.
Well, that's time now. You said your own point, and we now leave it to the viewers out there to send us their own reaction and contribution on what we just saw based on the video and in line with the talking point. What would be your reaction if you find out that your husband has impregnated your daughter, a teenager for that matter? So please, viewers of Cam1 TV, send in your contribution. Don't forget to send us your name as well as your location. And it's not only for the women out there, you can equally chip in something. Even the man, as your fellow man does something like that, how will you react?
How will you react?
Yeah, a fellow man or something. So please send us your contribution. Gina will now move over to Effort, and on Effort's page, you look at this hairdresser in Limbe. She does braiding and all other, hair stuffs. And she's really happy with what she's doing. Yeah, and it's there in Limbe. She's good. And once she does that on your hair, I believe your look just changes.
Miss P, the way you are talking about this girl, it's as if I need to undo this one and revisit this hairdresser in Limbe, because I need to look sharp and good. You understand? I need to slay for my viewers. You know that's how we roll.
For real. Let's now move over to Effort and meet this hairdresser as the program unfolds.
Regarde ici, monsieur, qui est là. Son papa est là. Vraiment, c'est déplorable. Hein? Cette fille a 12 ans, enceintée par son père biologique. Elle a une grossesse de 4 mois. Je vous laisse voir son papa biologique. Il sera là incessamment. Commandant, amène-moi.
Alright, that was it with the video. Viewers of Cam1 TV, we move over to this effort. Like I said, the hairdresser in Nimbe, she does braiding and other hairstyles. It's really good. And like Gina said, the way I'm talking about it, she's gonna have a redo and have a new look, because like you say, looking good is good business. And her viewers are will really be happy to see that braid on her hair after watching the effort. So let's move over to effort. Let's move over to effort and enjoy the braiding, the hairdresser is really.
I can't think nothing better than spending my day with you. My life is sunny and better, girl, when I'm with you. She illuminates so bright like a star in the skylines. She got the looks, the good, oh boy, I need her so bad in my life. Shawty, where you wanna go, 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 go? London, Paris, Tokyo, oh, shawty, we could go. Don't need no luggage, nah, 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 nah. Don't need no stress, girl, nah, 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 nah. Just me and your songs alright, girl. I want nobody.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So in today's video, I'm going to take you guys along with me as I go get some braids on my hair. So you guys, I've been wanting to get knotless braids on my hair, and I found this Cameroonian hair salon. It's a new hair salon, and I found her on Facebook, and I think I like her work. So today I'm going to her salon and I'll take you guys along with me. Her salon is located somewhere, I'm going to somewhere and I don't know exactly where it's located. What will I tell the driver? Anyways, she has given me directions, so I'm going to direct the driver. It's somewhere around Ngeme towards Sokolo, in Limbe. You guys, my description is poor. I'll write it down on the screen. Anyways, so I already went ahead to buy my mesh, and I think I'm going to show you guys maybe when I get to the salon. I bought this. You guys, I was so shocked to find hair pieces in Limbe that they had already pulled, and I was so excited. So I'm just going to her place now. I'm already late and I'm talking. When I get there, I'll talk to you guys better. So let's go. Okay, we found it. Hello. Hello. Good morning. I'm so sorry. Hey, Bess. How are you? No, so I know everybody that you know. Hello. Oh, your place is so nice. So nice. I'm sorry that I'm late. See. Okay, so let's just do a mini tour. The first thing that I love about this place is bright lights. That's a fave something for every content creator. Yeah, they're bright lights. And then another thing that caught my attention in this salon once I walked in were these beautiful purple Ankara chairs. Like, you guys, I love this Ankara chairs. They're just so bright and beautiful. And then also she had this beautiful idea. She made this makeup brush bag, and it has her brand name on it, and I just think it's genius, like beautiful. She has a section for hair, a section for feet washing, for manicure, a section for pedicure, a section for, I mean, it's just a multi-dimensional space. And then of course there's AC. You know how hot Limbe is. You not feel it if you come here. So you guys check the link in the description box, and you're going to find a full description or direction to get to this place. So yeah, we just started doing my hair, and she pulled the hair out. So I bought some of them that were not pulled, and some of them were pulled. Just the colored one was already pulled. So yeah, you guys enjoy the process of me getting. I'm actually getting knotless braids. You guys, everybody's getting knotless braids, so we are getting knotless braids. Yeah, you guys keep watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do me well to subscribe. It's called Cristaluce Glamour Zone. That's it, right? Yeah. And it's located somewhere in Sokolo, just after the Marine School. But I'm going to leave. Is it okay to leave your contact? Sure. Yeah, I'm going to leave her contact so you can call her. This is knotless braids, as you can see, is pain-free. I'm not feeling any pain. You know when they plait your hair and you have veins coming out from everywhere? I don't have those veins. So you guys should check her out. If you're in Limbe and you want to get your hair done, this is your plug. And she does makeup as well, so you can check out this place and other stuffs, not just makeup even. She does wigs, she does nails. I'm home now, and of course, as you can see, I've tied my hair up. It's a bit dry. When I left her place, it was still wet. And yeah, you guys know I love having my hair up like that, sewn down. I'm going to style it a lot, and I love the hair. So you guys, if you're in Limbe and you want to get your hair done, you want braids, this is knotless braids, so I'm not feeling.
Welcome back, viewers of Cam1 Television. We have a conversation right now, and it's calling live.
On vous écoute, monsieur, parlez.
Oui, je vous dis que vraiment la question que vous avez posée là, c'est vraiment marrant, hein?
Non, c'est
moi, en tant que musulman, quand je comprends la question là, ça me fait honte de vous appeler. Je vous poser ce genre de questions.
c'est quelque chose qui peut se passer dans la vidéo est en train de se passer, mais pardon.
C'est le papa qui a fait l'acte ici.
C'est le papa de la fille qui a fait l'acte là.
Non, mais sûrement il n'est pas normal. Regardez-le bien. Ce qui est vraiment normal ne peut pas faire des choses comme ça.
Voilà pourquoi on demande la réaction de la femme. Peut-être vous aussi les papas. Oui, peut-être vous aussi les papas d'ailleurs, ou bien tout le monde, votre réaction.
Il faut que la femme parle aussi.
Oui, on veut que les femmes doivent aussi parler, donc on attend votre message et votre appel.
Hello.
Oui, alors.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. I'm seeing a program on the screen.
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to cut off the name of that man. That's it. That man is not normal. That's not a normal man.
That's it.
He's not normal at all. They are trying to harm because no normal father, no normal, even if that child is she's a stepdaughter. That stepdaughter, she's your daughter. You cannot do that type of an act.
Yes.
That abominable act. That man is to chop off the neck. That type of a man is not even to exist.
That's why I said
to chop off the neck of that man.
he needs to die.
He needs to die. He needs to die. After that, Madam calling from David, I would have cut off the neck of this man.
Can you imagine? Thank you very much, Madam Rose, calling from Down Beach.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, we really appreciate your work. We really appreciate your effort as a mother. And thanks to your husband, really appreciate his work as a father. And we hope you continue watching Cam1 television.
You're welcome.
All right. Do have a lovely day and stay blessed.
A blessed day to you, people.
Thank you.
That was it with our contributor from Down Beach, Madam Rose. She said she's really she was furious. Like I said, this talking point is really for everybody. You see, the husband just contributed as well as the wife. And she's saying that if she's the one, she'll cut off the throat, she'll cut off the leg of that man, and sure the man deserves to die. Because even if it's the stepdaughter, he couldn't have done something to his own daughter like that.
You raised her as your daughter.
Even if you didn't raise her and then your wife brought her as your stepdaughter.
Maybe out of wedlock or whatsoever.
You don't have any right to do such a thing. That man, he doesn't deserve to live at all. Seriously. And cutting off his throat and his leg is even small to what he did to that girl. So viewers of Cam1 television, if you think that your contribution is contrary to that of our caller, which was called seconds ago, please, you can equally chip in something, because this thing is something which is really affecting our society, and we need to create that awareness. We need to inform persons out there that you shouldn't treat others and with hatred. You shouldn't do something that will affect others, because that child right now, her future is at stake. She will live with trauma with a lot of things. What can you say? Getting pregnant for your own father.
My father and
that's all that organization that are advocating and fighting for the rights of girls and women in Cameroon, in Africa, and the world are really watching us live right now, and I'm sure they will have something to chip in. They really have a lot to play, a role to play in this situation. How are they going to solve this? How are they going to look at it? And what is the way forward in solving such a situation? All right, that was it. We'll take on this breeder, and it's going to be trending news and hot gossip. And I'm sure more callers are calling, will be calling, and the messages are keep on entering. And you can equally send to us your comments on Facebook, on WhatsApp. We are live, and we equally have somebody who's already going through them, our comment page, and share with us, share the video, share the program to your friends on Facebook, because I'm sure it's really going to solve a situation. It's really going to change the mindset of persons out there, or those that are intending to carry out such an act. Please, I'm sure you know the consequences.
We need to shout at them.
Seriously,
you need to raise your voice.
Seriously,
let them understand.
All right, let's take on this breeder, and then after this on social media.
No talk, no bandana. African best, see they don't know. Sing for them. See they want follow me to Galilee. Like say I been a Jesus, then they talk say I they high. Me why a boy is simple, I they hustle, them they laugh. I they suffer, them they laugh. Oh. my God is able. Follow me to Galilee. Papa, pour me blessings from your kettle. No so. Them say I dey sing for English, you know the yeah. Now you're bangana, yeah. Many people where I have turned to enemies. I see the pray for my enemies. Them in deny collabo. Baba see Ronaldo. Now we be king for jungle. And we go grind till infinity. And have a conquer news, so let me throw it. Chaco see the man with a story. Seban. Chaco this, Chaco that. What is it? What is that? Where I do? Way too bad. African best, see they don't know.
Come follow me to Galilee. Like say I been a Jesus. They talk say I the high. Meanwhile your girl is simple. I the suffer, they the laugh. I the hustle, they the laugh. Follow me to Galilee. I know my God is able. Follow me to Galilee. Papa pour me blessings from your kettle. Me and you, oh no, we never ever story. How you manage, know all my story. Gasha do this, Gasha say that. Were you here when I was on that? When I saw the people there. When you were different, they go talk, say you the brown like that. When I saw the people there. When you get out, they go try to cut your head too. I love a kind you steady throw it. Gasha said they can leave that story.
They don't want follow me to Galilee. I say I been a Jesus. Them the talk say I dey high. Me wire boys.
Follow us, featuring Gasha.
And it's time for you to gather the hot gist. What is happening? 237B, showbiz. What's happening? The Kesa magazine. What are they giving us these days?
You know, Miss P, there's something trending in Cameroon now, as in ban Cameroon music, ban Nigerian music, ban foreign music, ban this, ban that. So there's a tweet from one of Nigeria's famous artists, Naira Marley. He says he will be coming to Cameroon, and that will be on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. Whatsoever Valentine's is all about, we don't care. Here is Naira Marley. He says, when I go to Cameroon, I'm going to feature most of the artists there. We can help each other grow, and also I will teach them how to love. I love Cameroon though. So Naira Marley he's not only coming to perform, he's also coming to feature with other artists.
That's network.
Yes, networking. So he's also actually coming to make Cameroon grow in music too. We know we have some artists who grow through the skills of Naira Marley. They have some tactics they follow concerning Naira Marley. But here is another tweet from another Cameroonian comedian. He says, what the
and you know that's what is really happening. And you know boy girls now.
Yeah, they'll be hot.
They're gonna be
and
hot.
And here is what the man says. Naira Marley, you are not coming to Cameroon because of love, bro. You're coming for your money. Like others have been coming. You can't teach us love because you don't love us. If you love us, play our songs in Nigeria too. Invite us to come eat Naira currency too. Collabo for free. Do show in Cameroon for free. Massa, come carry your money from your slaves and go quietly. So that's what the comedian here says. CY, OPCY, he says. He's saying that Naira Marley should come and collect his money for free. He should come and just gather the money and go, because actually Cameroonians would love to see him. Who would not want to dance Teshomole, who would not want to dance Puta, who would not want to do this, who would not want to take selfies. So he's actually, I will not say he's on track, I will not say he's right, but I believe what Naira Marley said. I hope he comes and he do what he's intended to come and do, and also come and carry his money and go JJ quietly. You know. Yeah, the Malian symbol here, Axia. All those who are criticizing Cameroon music don't have a choice because you are misled by what you see. Make, and in quote she says this in pidgin, make una tell me one song by Naira Marley wey makes sense. You all fail to understand that the message in a song is what makes it important. That is why Cameroonians find it hard to go forward because they criticize their talent. And I don't think a Nigerian can criticize his artist the way Cameroonians do. The earlier we change, the better. Yes, she's actually right. The earlier we change, the better for we. Because it is not easy. You will not, all Cameroonians actually sit and criticize their artists, but they don't know what madness. You have the talent. Write something that makes sense and give to this artist to sing. And when the artist is singing, he'll credit you as the writer of the song, the author of that song. But no, we sit behind, praise other artists from other countries, but criticize our own home-based artists.
Meanwhile, we ought to promote each other, and we ought to be one another's keeper and not one another's killer. That's how it should be.
This one now is actually funny. You know, there has always been this on social media is trending now. The voices in the bushes. One of our ministers in the country. I will not call names though, but it's actually funny and it's good for us to know that we have some people in Cameroon that will actually say the voices in the bushes. So here is a tip from our minister Paul Atanganji. He says, all of you laughing at my grammar, I hope you have enough money in your another comment. He said the dead will bury the bereaved. And oh my god, this man, I don't know if he intentionally does this stuff, but please sir, he's becoming unbecoming. This thing is no more good. It's not good at all. As a reputable minister, as well, he's someone we respect a lot. He's especially here in the Anglophone region. He's from the from the Northwest region at Tanganji Paul. Please, Daddy, we plead on. We know it is fun, but it is good to laugh with your children once in a while. But this has gone too far, and we believe he should come back. He should address himself as a minister and stay focused. Another tweet here from TC Panchak. You know, Panchak has been on, and he's like, he acknowledges himself. He now says, okay, this is an interview with Rod Ranty with TC Panchak. TC Panchak, on a recent interview with Rod Ranty, revealed that it is tough for Nigerian artists to do a song with Cameroonian artists. They don't need you. They are bigger than me in my country, so why do they need me? This snippet of the long interview he had with Rod Ranty on the Afro Nation show comes at a time when the singer had claimed he is bigger than Nigerian artist Naira Marley in Cameroon. What are your thoughts about TZ's recent social media claim? Miss P, what are your thoughts on this claim? Here is his claim. Knowing yourself, artists say it all the time, even in sports, but in my country it's a taboo. Davido just said he bodied someone on her own song. In my country they call that disgrace, just because they can't stand a rejected stone being the chief cornerstone. A country that never celebrates anybody, even in death. The only time they unite is to destroy. A country that people who receive awards for promoting the culture will go extra miles to belittle their own. To think that I had a chance in this kind of country only shows how great I am. To my real fans, you know in my heart there's only love, and because you are I'm the best. Because of you, I'm the best. Them the worry, now worry, says TZ Panchak. My brother, they really worry, now worry.
You know, what really caught my attention is this aspect, the statement that he gave, that know your self-worth ends hate. Of course, once you know what you can do and how worth you are, it really ends hate. Because you won't develop hatred, or you won't be envious to talk to others out there because of what they are doing. Because you know that you are secured with what you have, and you know that your self-worth can really give you joy, can really produce, can really promote you, and can really take you to another level. But once you start looking at yourself to be, down there, you begin to develop hatred and hate. You just begin to hate people for no reason, for nothing. But when you know that what you have in you is something that is worth, that can really help others, and that can equally change people's life or change the situation, and I believe that you are really gonna, you won't even have the attitude of hating people, or an envious mindset. So that's just what
Miss P on my last page for trendings today. Cameroon is blessed.
Yeah.
We have good and bad things happen in Cameroon, but nevertheless, God's favor is on Cameroon. God's hand is upon this nation. Because if God's hand was not upon this nation, I don't know what would have been happening. You see, this chant has made us so popular. We are famous. You understand? Excuse me. We have a lot that God has done to us. Despite the fact that here it says, while Team Cameroon was accused of using witchcraft in 2 different occasions, Team Zambia went to popular man of God, Apostle John Chi, for blessing. John Chi is actually, excuse me, is actually a Cameroonian man of God. Bless you. It's actually a Cameroonian man of God who is based in Boya. So the Zambian team went there for John Chi to bless them. Papa, we thank you. Nigerians say Oluwana Godi.
Oluwana God for sure.
Yeah, Oluwana really God. So this is what I had today for trending, and I believe you have more.
For sure. Thank you very much, Gina. We continue with the trending aspect. Donald Trump has been the other president that has been impeached twice. And looking at the state right now, he's no longer the president of America, but Joe Biden. And now the rumor that Melania Trump is trying to spark a divorce rumor. I don't know, like trying to spark a divorce rumor. And it's a stony-faced picture of Melania Trump touching down in Florida after her husband was relinquished of his presidential duties, as sparked rumors of divorce, as Donald Trump's niece claims he doesn't understand intimacy. I know the appearance sparked rumors there may be trouble ahead of the couple. With many speculating divorce could be on the cards. Why would divorce come at this point? At this point of why would Melania Trump want to divorce her husband?
It means when Trump was the president, she was using it as a means of.
That's a rumor that's going on, but we are not certain. It's something.
Social media has its own way of doing its thing.
For that. I think the husband right now really needs her support, needs her care. Like they'll say, marriage is for better, for worse. During hard times, you stay with your husband, you stick together. During better days, you stick together. So at this point, we just hope that the divorce rumor isn't true, and they should work on it. And Donald Trump's niece, Mary Trump, told the Sunday Telegraph she believes she does love Melania, but the pair do not understand each other. She claims her uncle doesn't understand affection or intimacy, and that may play a part in their seemingly cool marriage. Mary told the Sunday Telegraph, "I don't believe he understands affection or intimacy." She added that the damage Donald did to the U.S. is incalculable, and said the country is waiting to find out how much it is payable. In July 2020, Mary published a book about Donald, Too Much and Never Enough, How My Family Created the World's Most Dangerous Man. I don't know, like trying to say that Mary Trump is trying to say that his uncle, Donald Trump, is affection. Like he doesn't really have that affection, and he has not really been with the family. That affection has not been with him, with his family, even when he was the president of the United States.
Miss P, maybe while he was the president, the wife did not see it as a need to divorce him at that time, because maybe his reputation would have been brought down to the drain. So she was like coping with all his excesses and every other thing he was offering on the table for her to tolerate. And maybe she sees this time now as a time for her to free herself from all the troubles Trump has been offering her. I guess maybe she did not want to destroy his reputation while he was still president.
Well, we take you back to Cameroon, our own country and fatherland, precisely in the northern region, where the Bamenda City Council has announced that demolition will soon take place in some parts of the town. Paul Ashumbong, the city mayor, has called on residents along the earmarked road to begin clearing their property. The affected, he adds, were already paid, reparations and thus have no need to ask for compensation. You know that I always say it's always good to keep the city clean, just like what happened here in Limbe, the demolition that occurred, that took place, and the town now has a new look, though it's really going to affect the population.
My problem is now, okay, what about those who have constructed their houses on that area? While it's being demolished, they compensate them. How much are they giving them? Is it the money that is worth building another house, or they are just going to give them maybe, let's say, 50,000 francs to go and start a life again somewhere else? You know, when we are doing things like this, we need to understand that there are families out there who depend on that part of life to sustain themselves. I've constructed my house here. It's not as if they have arranged a place for them to go and stay. They are compensating them, and I believe the compensation obviously is going to be money. How much would they give them to go and start another life somewhere? How much would they give them to go and build a new house in another area to continue living in? How much would they give them to take care of their family members? This is, as they say, it's Cameroon.
That's just it. There's nothing we can do, it's in the hands of the government, and they have their own way of operation. So we will just talk and we just pray that at least the people in the residence are not that affected. We hope that the compensation goes a long way in solving the situation and meeting up their demands as well as their needs. So that was it. And still in Cameroon, some lecturers of some state universities in Cameroon are notified the strike precisely in the University of Douala, that's the economic capital of Cameroon, and they are calling on the Ministry of Higher Education to pay their research allowances, and it remains unclear if their counterparts of other universities like the University of Boya and Bamenda will join them in the strike action. Government has equally announced media aid for 2020 financial year. Communication Minister Rene Emmanuel Sadi has announced the availability of the 2020 government subsidy to private media organs. Complete application files, he adds, should be submitted no later than Friday, February 5th, 2021. So to private media organs, subsidy aid will be granted to them based on, your file, because you have to put some documents together in order for you to get this aid. Okay, Zimbabwe's government, we are now in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's government spokesman has apologized after the country's medical association reacted furiously to his suggestion that doctors were behind the death of top government officials who succumbed to COVID-19. Nick Mangwana tweeted medical assassins to insinuate that the politicians were being deliberately eliminated. Wow, like they deliberately eliminated, like killed. Nick, okay, 4 cabinet ministers have now died from COVID-19 as the virus sweeps across Zimbabwe, overwhelming its chronically underfunded health system. The country's doctors reacted with fury, insisting their staff were working hard with few resources and little pay to fight the pandemic. Some Zimbabweans have not noted because of lockdown restrictions, and the country's political elites are no longer able to rush abroad to seek medical treatment as former President Robert Mugabe once did so routinely. And the country doctors reacted with fury, insisting their staff were working. This is something which is really, really bad. But Zimbabwe's rulers are now obliged, mid-pandemic, to depend on the health system which they stand accused of breaking. That's just it. Like they will always say, during the period of COVID-19, the doctors are really trying to do their best. But I don't know why the Zimbabweans are like saying that they did it intentionally to eliminate some of the government, like the ministers there. Like, they really did it intentionally. Not that they died out of COVID-19 or pandemic, that's infection. That's really, really bad. We take you to another country. Malawi blocks ex-president's access to his bank account. The High Court in Malawi has refused to allow former President Mr. Mutharika access to his bank account, which were frozen by the country's anti-corruption body pending trial. Mr. Mutharika's bank account, as well as those of his wife, Gertrude, were frozen last August by the Anti-Corruption Bureau, that's the ACBA, which accuses him of benefiting from a $6.6 million US cement scandal. The former president denies wrongdoing and has applied to the High Court to allow him access his account to, among other things, pay for his legal fees in the case. The court has dismissed the application on it technically after it transpired that the day on which the application was made, 25th November 2020, the court order he was challenging was not valid. That his trial was not that valid. No, that's what's really happening, and that was it. Now it's Congolese music star Fally Ipupa. The Kapala mannequin. I know Fally. I don't know. I really love his music. Yeah, this guy is talented. He's good. The Congolese are really blessed with him. Mannequin, and so many others. And Fally Ipupa will be in Cameroon again for 2 concerts on the 13th and 14th of February in Douala and Yaoundé respectively. So while Naramali is hitting Boya, that's the town of Legacy,
Fally is hitting Douala and Yaoundé.
Fally is hitting Douala and Yaoundé. So if we say Fally will be there with his Malians, maybe at Las Vegas or Eta Palace or anywhere in Canada.
He has fans in here in Limbe, so I think maybe Las Vegas and the Eta Palace will be small. Maybe the Omnisport Stadium in Boya will actually accommodate them.
So the vows they will be hot, in Boya, in Douala and Yaoundé,
some of us
with the presence of Naramali from Nigeria,
at the comfort of our beds, and
the Congolese music artist in Douala and in Yaoundé. So those preparing to spend the vows. I'm sure they are still making their choices right now.
Answer me.
Where I'm going to is a secret. I don't want because some persons might think that lady people going to Douala Yaoundé to welcome or enjoy Khalifa. Meanwhile, maybe I might tell me Boya. But like
they say, when breeze blow for a show go open.
It's Valentine's Day, All right, viewers of Cam1 Television, that was it. The training news and hot gossip on social media. Let's take on this video and then after we call it a day for the program. Ebony Armstrong, Kumba.
Welcome to Cape Town, the green city, such a lovely place. Everything I say Kumba. Everything I say Kumba. Where we get fighting? Where we get fighting? Talk about to me, where the people day? Where the legend day? Where the artists day? But the papa came on the bar. When she rang busu, put a show busy day. Who's a bangers who wear relaxation and Germany day? Jack Clinton, where we get fighting? Jack Clinton, where we get fighting? Get down, he go worry for you. He go worry for you.
You go touch your body, make you glitter. Now yo, everybody go. Now yo, make you shake your body, go. Now yo, la vida loca. La vida loca.
TD Banderas. Showbiz Kumba.
As you see me so, yeah, yeah.
As you see me so,
As you see me so, yeah.
as you see me so, see me so.
Everybody when you make for back, oh, yeah. Hello, Kumba.
Start Nyambi, where we get fighting. Follow me to Cape Town, the lovely city, to celebrate. Celebrate, 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 celebrate. Kumba, la puissance économique de la région du Sud-Est.
Follow me to Kumba, oh, yeah.
Follow me, come to Kumbai. As you see me so, I love my Kumbai.
My girls are beautiful. Mamma mia, Kumbae. Yeah, 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 Kumbae. I love my Kumbae. Follow me to Cape Town.
Kumbai fine.
Repeat after me. Kumba girls are beautiful. On the kwa. Kumba girls are beautiful. Repeat after me. Kumba na 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 na. Let's go.
Kumba fine. Who say Kumba no fine?
I tell you.
Oh yeah.
Banga school, they
Banga
Kumba.
school. It's not only the Banga school that they eat. They say renowned Lake Barombi. We have the Kumba market, Kumba main market.
Yeah.
We have everything.
And everything that spices Kumba is fiango.
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 Really?
They
No,
done the
Kumba
boss
is really
of
a blessed
Kumba.
town. No, it's really a blessed town.
It's all about Kumba.
And on a very sad note, the kids that were killed
Yeah,
at
the
the Kumba
massacre.
massacre on the 24th of October 2020, we pray that may their soul continue to reap. Yeah, you know, Kumba is noted for a very good place.
Yes.
A place of, you know, hospitality,
And
goodness,
generosity.
business flourishing,
vibes,
business vibes, hustling.
That's it.
I don't know, there's a lot of things. And
All
Evelyn
hustlers.
Armstrong has said it already.
Yes.
Kumba is
Kumba
really a
is-
fine place.
That's
So
true.
if you are from Kumba, you are blessed.
You be strong picking.
And we keep on praying that Kumba that we knew before
Yes,
should
should
come
come
back.
back.
That love, that peacefulness, that calmness should be restored back. And we hope that God Almighty is going to do that, because we know the people of Kumba, they're not only just prayerful, but they are always fighting for what they believe is right. For that, they're fighting for the right. And we know that God is always there to guide and protect them. And that the aspect, that notion that people have about Kumba being a fine place will continue to remain no matter the challenges.
Ebony Armstrong
no
is
matter
trying to
everything.
remind us
Yeah.
that Kumba is fine. Kumba na fine place.
Kumba na fine place.
Now we never
School is
go
there.
Kumba, try
The Banga school is there. Kumba main market is there. Everything is there.
That's
Lake Barombi is
And
there.
it's cheap.
Kumba water.
Kumba water
is there.
just behind the graveyard.
Seriously.
You go.
All right, the viewers of Cam1 Television, we want to equally wish a happy birthday to those celebrating today. We say happy birthday to you, many more, 50 years. And it's going to be Lady Mel's birthday on the 3rd of February, that's next week or Wednesday, as February. And to those who will be like ending the month of January.